Hello and welcome back to the Infographics Africa channel. Today we are going to explore the rise and fall of one of Africa's most iconic empire, the Ghana Empire. First, let me give you more context on this empire with a little history. The land of Ghana lay far inland from the Atlantic coast of West Africa and about 100 miles north of the Niger River in the grasslands of the Sahel. The empire is one of the earliest of the medieval kingdoms of that region. The Ghana Empire came into existence sometime after 500 CE and lasted until late in the 12th century. During this long period, the empire had to endure many wars and changes. It was an empire recognized for its diversity in people, languages, and beliefs. Thousands of years later, in 1957, it will become the name of the modern country of Ghana. This name was chosen by Kwame Nkrumah in honor of that ancient kingdom. There is no direct relationship between the two. The idea that Ghana refers to the title of the kings of this empire is mentioned in the book The Kingdom of Songhai under the dynasty of the Askias. Quote, "The name of Ghana itself referred neither to the empire as a geographical entity nor to its capital, but it referred to the title of the kings in the hierarchy of authority." End quote. The history of the ancient Ghana Empire begins with its people called the Soninka. The capital city was called Kumbi Saleh, located here. The Soninke were in contact with the nomads of the Sahara in the north. They acquired small horses from the nomads of North Africa. The early Soninke's superior iron weaponry and horses made it possible for them to establish a real kingdom. They gradually expanded their territories and dominated neighboring rulers until, by the 10th century, the kingdom had become an empire. Visitors from North Africa began referring to the Soninke state as Ghana, but the Soninke themselves called their ancient kingdom Ouagadougou. For the early Arab geographers who wrote about Ghana, it was a tantalizing land of mystery and fabled wealth, and that became the essence of Ghana's reputation in the Muslim world. The Soninke prefer to emphasize on things such as family rivalries, the heroic deeds of their ancestors, and their ancestors' relationship with the spirit world. The Soninke people's ideas about their history are expressed in the legend of Ouagadougou, an oral tradition told by many generations. Ghana was well positioned to dominate the international caravan trade across the Western Sahara and on to the Middle East and the Mediterranean Sea. One of the most important reasons for that commercial development had been the introduction of the camel into North Africa. The camel is often referred to as the ship of the desert. Because of its unique physiological characteristics, it can survive in very arid climates. Ghana's society's advantageous location in the Sahel enabled the Soninke to function as middlemen, controlling commerce from the savanna and forest zones in the south and the Sahara in the north. The empire was divided into a number of smaller states, each with its own king or ruler who was subordinate to the king of Ghana. The sophisticated society of the Ghana Empire was characterized by a complex system of governance, social hierarchy, division of labor, and trade. The society of the Ghana Empire was also highly stratified, with a rigid social hierarchy based on birth and wealth. At the top of the hierarchy were the king and his court, followed by the aristocracy and wealthy merchants. Social mobility was limited. The Ghana Empire also had a complex system of division of labor, with different professions and trades being assigned to different groups of people. Farmers cultivated crops such as millet, sorghum, and beans, which were the basis of the empire's food supply. The mining of gold was an important industry, with the methods and techniques for finding and extracting gold being closely guarded secrets. Handicrafts such as weaving, pottery, and blacksmithing were also important industries, as was long-distance trade. The Ghana Empire was renowned for its wealth and prosperity, which was derived from its control over the trans-Saharan trade routes and its control of the gold mines in West Africa. In addition to gold, the empire also traded in salt, ivory, and this brought significant wealth to its rulers. During the period of Ghana's greatest power in the late 10th and early 11th centuries, one of the most important commercial cities under its control was Ouagadougou, about 125 miles northwest of Kumbi Saleh. An important king in the history of Ouagadougou is Diabe Cissé. Not much is known in terms of specific information about the important kings of the Ghana Empire, as little was written at the time, and the civilization did not have a form of writing as we know it. Much of what we know depends on oral histories and the medieval writings of Arab traders. Many of the names of the Ghana rulers are unknown, and only a few of their deeds have passed into recorded history. Diabe Cissé, for example, was a legendary figure in West African history. He played a pivotal role in the founding of the ancient Ghana Empire. According to the legends, Diabe Cissé was the younger son of Dinga, the founder of the empire. One of the few kings of Ghana whose name is known is Tenkamenen, who was said to have reigned during the time of the empire's peak. Tenkamenen is remembered as one of the most powerful and wealthy kings of the Ghana Empire. According to oral tradition, he was renowned for his wealth, wisdom, and military might. Under his reign, the empire reached its height of power and influence in West Africa. Oral tradition also suggests that Tenkamenen was a skilled military strategist and expanded the empire's territory through successful conquests of neighboring lands. While specific information about the wars and accomplishments of individual kings is limited, the Ghana Empire is remembered as a significant force in West African history. The empire's wealth and military might helped it to dominate the region for centuries, and its control over the gold fields of West Africa made it an important center of trade and commerce. It is impossible to talk about the Ghana Empire without talking about the Almoravids. The Almoravids had become the most powerful force in the Western Sahara, but still had many battles ahead of them. In 1054, they recaptured Ouagadougou from the Soninke of Ghana. In the same year, they marched north through the Sahara and captured the great trading city of Sijil Massa in southern Morocco, where gold coins were minted. The Almoravid commander Abu Bakr died in 1087. He was replaced not by a single successor, but by 6 men from among his sons and nephews. The 6 men fought with one another in a power struggle that destroyed Almoravid unity and cost them whatever advantage they had gained over the Soninke. As a result, by around 1100, Ghana regained its commercial and political dominance. Climate change is believed to have played a significant role in the fall of the Ghana Empire. The wet climate that had once made farming successful in the Sahel continued to deteriorate, and the increasing aridity caused difficulties for agriculture and human habitation. The Sahara Desert was also spreading farther south, encroaching on previously fertile areas. This led to a decrease in agricultural productivity, and as a result, a reduced income from taxes and trade. This economic decline weakened the power of the Ghana Empire, causing its decline and eventual collapse. In addition, there were also internal struggles and political conflicts within the empire that contributed to its downfall. The small Soninke states of Kanyaga, Diara, and Mima rose to the south of Ghana in the more hospitable savanna lands closer to the upper Niger River and its tributaries. By the 12th century, some of the kings of these small states were Muslims, but most of the populations continued to practice their polytheistic ancestral religion. One of the strongest of the successor states was Soso, which was ruled by a powerful lineage of blacksmiths with the family name of Kante. By late in the 12th century, Soso had expanded into neighboring regions and extended its authority over the old Ghana Empire. The Mali Empire that succeeded Ghana was founded in the first half of the 13th century. The Ghana Empire was known for its sophisticated society, division of labor, and complex system of governance, which served as a model for other West African civilizations that would follow, such as the Mali